So I don't know how to make it mirror on there. Oh well. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for your patience. So in the book Manifest the Best, this book is the foundation of my teachings, and I break down the self concept method. The self concept method is a manifestation technique, right? That you can use. There are thousands, there are millions of manifestation techniques that can be used, okay? You are a creator. You can create your own if you desire. But again, I've been studying this stuff for well over a decade. I've been studying mind mastery for 20 years. I told you I started at 19. I'm 39 now. Okay. So mind mastery for 20 years, manifestation for about 14 years. So you got to know that I have accumulated tips, tricks, and things along the way, right? To help you get to it and get to it quick. All right. I am results driven. So whatever I teach you guys is to help you get to them results and get to the results fast. We ain't got time to waste. Who here has time to waste? I know I do not, right? So in the book, if you take these 3 steps that I created, right, you will move through the process of transforming your life. Okay. So the first step is self evaluate, right? Say I was in a toxic relationship and I desired a healthy, happy marriage, right? If I was in a toxic relationship, right? And you are trying to create a healthy, happy marriage, right? Oh, we are. Oh my goodness. Yay. You're going to step 1, self evaluate. Okay. So if you are in something toxic, you're going to self evaluate now. You're going to say, you're going to ask yourself core questions that's going to help you get to the root cause of why you are in toxic relationships, right? So you're going to ask yourself, why am I allowing myself to be in and out of toxic relationships? Why am I settling? Right? Why am I dealing with negativity, abuse, or whatever it is? Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to say, well, damn, okay. Those core questions are going to help you get to the root. Okay. Well, the reason why I deal with toxic relationships is because I never had a healthy example of love growing up. I never had anybody show me how to be in a healthy relationship, or I saw abuse amongst my parents, or I experienced trauma around love when I was growing up. Right? Whatever your reason is, you will find it out once you self evaluate. But this self evaluation is going to help you get to the root so you can dig up that root and toss it out the damn window, because that way of thinking, that belief has gotten you this far. You don't want to be in the toxic relationship. So, whatever you are evaluating and discovering, you need to uproot it, right? And get ready to toss it out the damn window. Because in step 2, now that you've figured out why you're experiencing what you're experiencing, now it's time to change it. Remember, I told you that you have a program that's playing out, right? You have a program that's playing out, okay? Your program consists of your thinking, your speaking, your actions, your emotions, right? Things that you've experienced growing up that have dictated and determined your program, right? The experiences that you went through, the conversations that you had, okay? Oh, are we at number 1? I didn't miss anything. No, you right on time. Yep, you're right on time. If you get your pen and your paper ready, if you don't have the book Manifest the Best, you need to be taking these notes. Okay? I don't gatekeep here. The book breaks these things down in detail, but this is what I teach, okay? So if you following along with me, if you are in my teaching, if you're going to be coming to my lives, you definitely want to have the material and you definitely want to be able to tap into these classes, okay? All right. So You know that if you figure out, well, damn, the reason why I'm going through this shit is because I just never had a healthy example of how to function in relationships, you can say, well, I want to leave this behind. I want something different now. Okay. I want to do something different. I know that there's enough information out here in life that I'm responsible enough to go out here and find ways to communicate in a relationship in a healthy manner. Even though I wasn't taught this or saw it, I know now that I can go about getting counseling and things like that that will help me, right, get to the type of love that I truly desire. Okay. So you're going to step into step two, which is what I call self worth boosting. Okay. What do I mean by self worth boosting? Well, you are going to use these tools, okay, to create the reality that you do want. So if you are trying to manifest love in your life, right, you're going to use your creative tools in step two, right? You're going to use your creative tools in step two to align with your desire. All right. So when we're talking about love, right? How much you're thinking, if you want to transform a toxic relationship, if you want to get out of a toxic situation, right? And get to a healthy, happy love, right? What should your thinking sound like? What should your thinking sound like? Well, you should be affirming to yourself mentally, I'm worthy of a healthy love. I know that I can create whatever it is that I desire, right? I know that I can figure out ways, right, to have a healthy relationship, even though I did not have healthy examples. But I know that there's so much information out there right now that I can figure it out, right? That's how you should be thinking. I know that the perfect person for me is coming along, right? And I'm not going to settle until they get here. I'm not going to settle before that, right? This is how your thinking should align with that love that you were trying to create. But a lot of times, what people are doing instead is focused on what they don't want. So instead, they're thinking about how toxic the shit is that they're in. Instead, they're thinking about, oh, it's another holiday and it's ruined. It's another holiday and I got to be alone. It's another holiday and I'm arguing, right? You're thinking about all of the negative shit that relates to love, but yet you're trying to manifest a healthy, happy relationship. It's not going to work like that. Okay. It's not going to work like that. If you want to create a healthy and happy relationship, all of these things must align together in order for you to create it. Okay. So in step two, right? Let me stop this. In step two, okay, your thinking must align with that beautiful love that you desire. Okay. Speaking. What about your speaking? Okay. If you're on the phone and talking about how men ain't shit, how women ain't shit, how it's so hard for you to find the love of your life, how, love is you're not lucky in love. If you're sitting up there talking like that, then what do you think you are creating in your life? Right? If you are sitting up here speaking negatively about love, how do you think you are going to create, right, a positive relationship? It doesn't make sense, does it? It does not actually make sense. You think about something negative, but you expect something positive. That don't even make sense, right? So you're speaking. Hey, girl. Yes, I know. It's another holiday, but that's all right. I know my man. My man, he's almost here. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing what he got to do. Okay, I'm still gonna be planning my wedding. Okay, I'm still gonna be over here preparing for my honeymoon, girl. I'm gonna pick out where we're gonna go. You see what I'm saying? You are speaking life into your creation, right? You know that if you want a positive relationship, you got to speak positively about it. Okay. What about your actions? The actions that you take. Okay. If you're trying to create a beautiful love in your life, but you are a cheater, or you spend time in the strip club, that's your thing. all the time. You in the strip club, woman or man, it don't matter, right? Or if you still fucking your fuck buddy, all right? Or if you are still chasing after your ex, going in and out and in and out of this shit, right? Then you know that that does not align with a healthy, happy marriage, does it? How are you going to get to a healthy, happy marriage, but your energy and focus is on your fuck buddy? How you going to get there? Tell me. Is that going to work? No, it's not. How you going to get to that healthy, happy marriage, but your ass is in the strip club, lusting and stuff every single moment you get, right? You ain't going to get there from there, okay? So you got to do better. Your actions must align with what it is that you desire, okay? What about your emotions? Okay, we talked about dealing with anxiety and depression, which is it triggers your emotions, right? If you are allowing yourself to sit in depression, if you are allowing yourself to worry and anxiety, what do you think that you are creating? If you sitting up here depressed in the bed because your husband ain't here yet, because your wife is not here yet, what do you think you are creating in your reality? You're creating negativity around your love. If you are always complaining and anxious, right? Because your love has not showed up, what type of energy are you creating around your love? You understand? So it is so imperative that you remain in control of these creative tools. Okay? That's all you got. I make this stuff so simple, y'all. Thank you guys for all the gifts. I make this stuff so simple. If you just keep control of these things, your life will change. Period. Okay. So if you are trying to level up in your life, if you are trying to transform something, if you are trying to get to a better love, get to more money, get to a different career, lose weight, change your body physically, get over addiction, anything, if you want to level up and transform your life, you must take these 3 steps. Step 1, self-evaluate. Ask yourself why you are experiencing what you are experiencing. In the book, Manifest the Best, I give you tons of questions to ask yourself so that you can get to this self-discovery. Step 2 is aligning your creative tools to help boost your self-worth up now so that you can actually create the reality that you want. Step 3 consists of self-imprinting. Why do I call it self-imprinting? Because all you got to do is repeat step 2 over and over and over again, and you will imprint it and change your program. Okay? Yes, staying in the moment. You've got to stay present. When you allow your mind to drift off like that, Kyla, right? When you allow your mind to drift off to the past and think about negative things, or drift off to the future and worry about things that haven't happened yet, you are creating um, depression, anxiety, states of being, right, in your life. So I just explained this. Let me say it again for those of you who are just joining, okay? Let me show you guys this. If you deal with anxiety or depression, you want to listen up now. Yep, Kima, I'm about to tell you right now. If you deal with anxiety or depression, you need to listen up now, okay? Okay. So you guys see this timeline right here? This is your life. Today is June 16th, right? Now, thank you so much. We know that there are ups and downs to everything, right? There's ups and downs to life. You know you're going to have some good. You know you're going to have some bads, some lows, right? So what happens here? It's a moment in time, okay? You have moments in time that are sad. You have moments in time that are happy, that are good, right? And you have everything else in between, okay? These lines right here symbolize your traumatic moments, okay? Let's say these are your traumatic moments, okay? Okay. Some are big, some are little. Okay. Some are tiny, some are big, right? But say these happened last month or a year ago. So you got one that happened in January. Okay. Then you got one that happened 5 years ago. These are all moments in time that have happened at different moments in your life. Now, since we know that we have ups and downs in life, since we know that there's going to be good and the bad, right? We know this, right? They are moments in time. They're moments in time. A moment of depression, a moment of happiness, an exciting day, a super sad day. Okay, you know that you got these. But what happens is when these traumatic moments happen, if you do not heal from them, your physical body will continue to move forward, right? Because time stops for nobody. Your physical body is going to continue to move forward, right? But these traumatic moments were traumatic for you, right? And caused you to leave a piece of yourself there. When this happened, you left a piece of your mind there. When this one happened, a piece of your mind. The bigger the issue, probably the more of your mind you left there. Okay, Mecca, that is so good. I'm so glad that you're back. I tell my people, if this your first time here, baby, this ain't your last. If this is your first time here, this will not be your last. Okay. Now, these are moments of time in time, but you left a piece of you there, right? You left a piece of you there. And that's okay. We understand. Some things are so traumatic, baby, that you cannot help. You cannot help. Okay. But do this. But physically, your body has kept going. So now, physically, your body has kept going, but your mind keeps going back. Your mind keeps going back to these moments, right? Your mind keeps going back to this. Your mind keeps going back to this. Okay? What is happening here? What is happening here? If you are thinking about depressive moments that happen in time, right? You are creating what I call a state of being. You see this gap between here today and those traumatic moments? You see that bridge that I created right here? Okay. What is that? Remember I told y'all that's the SOB, right? That's the SOB. Okay. If you do this long enough, this causes a state of being, which I call depression. Okay. You understand? If you allow your mind to constantly think, okay, about things that stress you out, things that have been traumatic for you, you are creating a state of being. See, this was only supposed to be one moment in time. It was only supposed to be one moment. But because you allow your mind to stay there, it's now created a state of being within you. Now you're now saying, I have depression. You're not saying, okay, you're not saying that you had a depressive moment 5 years ago. You sitting up here saying, now I have depression. You get what I'm saying? If you do the same with the future, this is anxiety. If you are allowing yourself to think what if scenarios about shit that hasn't even happened yet, but you're thinking, what if this, and it's all negative, this is creating a state of being called anxiety. You're creating a state of being. The bridge between here and there, it is a fog. It's like it's some that anxiety will take over. Then you have it. You understand? Well, no, you really don't have to have anxiety. It's just a moment of time in time that's coming up in the future. It's an anxious moment, yes. Okay, you got a presentation coming up. You're going to be anxious on that day, but you don't have to be anxious a month earlier. You ain't got to be creating negative experiences in your mind, right? How does that feel good? It doesn't feel good, right? So this will create anxiety. Now you're going to be saying, I have anxiety. I have anxiety. Well, no, you don't have anxiety. You actually do not have anxiety. You are allowing yourself to have anxiety. You are creating this state of being. You don't have to allow your mind to think that. You can stop this. Thank you so much. What you do is, here you are, it's June 16th. When you notice that your mind starts drifting off like that, you start thinking about the past, you got to stop it. Stop the thought. Stop the thought. Bring yourself back to the present. If your body is here, you need your mind here. Why is your mind back here 5 years ago, but your body is here on the 16th? How do you stop it? You stop it. You realize that you're thinking a thought. Okay, so someone says, how do you stop the thought? Okay, so listen up. Trying to pin this. Someone says, how do you stop the thought? My mods are not up right now, huh? Okay, let me explain something to you. Me, okay? You are in control of your thoughts, baby. Ain't nobody else here to do it. Can't nobody else do it, okay? You need to take control of it. When you notice that your mind starts drifting off, stop the thought. Bring yourself back to the present tense today. What's that smell? Oh, okay, that's breakfast cooking. Okay, what is that? What's that I hear? Oh, that's my frequency music playing, okay? You have to keep your thoughts with you. This is how you stop them. It's going to take a long time to master this. This is called mind control, okay? This is called mind control. You got to stop the thought dead in its tracks. And you got to control your thoughts and your mind. You can't let something else do it. And you can't feel like you can't do it, okay? You cannot feel out of control of your own thoughts. If you're not doing it, somebody else is, okay? When you take your ass out there and you driving down the street, don't you see all those logos and brands and stuff? That's brainwashing you, okay? That's brainwashing you, all right? If you're not in control of your thoughts, and when you sit down and watch these TV shows and these movies and the news and stuff like that, social media, when you're watching certain things on social media, baby, it is programming you. It's taking control of these thoughts. So you need to practice this mind control and practice it diligently. Okay? All right? I don't care if you have to do it for the rest of your life. You do it. Why is it important that you do this? You must control your thoughts because your thoughts are a creative tool. Your thoughts are a creative tool. So, should you allow your thoughts to go out here and be just thinking anything that it wants to think? You understand? How does that make sense? You must keep control of your thoughts, okay, at all times. All right? Here you are, it's June 16th. I'm going to tell you now, go on, go get your thoughts, go get your mind. Wherever your mind drifts off to on a frequent basis, I need you right now to go and get your thoughts. Go and get your mind. I'll wait. You must do it, and you must do it today because your mind is a super creative tool. If you get off this live and you allow yourself to hop back into depression or anxiety, you are making a choice to live that way. Because I just explained to you how you stop that. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take due diligence. It's gonna take time, but it is important and imperative. Okay. All right. So this is you dealing with anxiety, thinking about things that's in the future, creating negative what if scenarios about things that have not transpired yet. If you feel that you have a bad habit of doing that, say that you have a presentation coming up. What should you do? You should reaffirm to yourself, you know what? I always recommend breathing. You know what? I have this presentation going on coming up. I know that I'm going to prepare for it the best that I can. Okay, the best that I can, and I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to release the stress of not knowing, and creating these what if scenarios, and I'm just going to have confidence and faith in myself. Okay, so you release that. All right, stop these thoughts dead in their tracks and take control of your mind. All right, stop the thoughts. Do you remember the statement you said to bring your thoughts back to the present? I don't know what specifically you mean. I may say it again. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Okay. Um, so this is what you do. Stop the thought. Bring yourself back to the present. Get into a habit of doing that. You may have to do that a million times. A million times. Why is it important that you do it? Because you are a super creator and your mind is out here creating your reality. Okay. Thank you so much, Carmen. I love you so much. Right. If you are thinking about depressive things, you must stop the thoughts. Bring yourself back to the present. Take control of your thoughts. And here is where you will reaffirm, you will use one of your creative tools to reaffirm what it is that you do want. You understand? If you're thinking about abuse from a relationship, you keep doing that. You have to stop the thought, bring yourself back to today. I am good. I'm safe. All right. I'm healthy. I am whole. Okay. Rihanna, awesome. Thank you so much. Is that me? Me? Did you change your name? Did you just change your name that quick? Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. Raise your hand if you guys understand. Okay. Raise your hand if you guys understand this stuff. That's always my goal, to make sure that it is broken down and simplified so that you can actually like make changes today. Because who has time to waste, right? You don't have time to, yes. So self imprinting is doing step two over and over and over again until it's imprinted in you. Okay. That's all step three is: repetition, repetition. Okay. Okay. You like my voice? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, how do you let go of fear? You make the decision, right? You make the decision to not be fearful. Okay. So when clients come to me and they want to work with me and say one of their issues is fear, you have to make a decision that that is no longer who you are. Who I am right now, right, is not who I want to be in 5 years, right? So if you know that today, right, you are experiencing things that you don't want to experience, you got to make a choice today to change that. You got to make a choice. You cannot be in victim mode. You cannot be feel powerless. You get what I'm saying? You got to know who the hell you are, and who you are is a powerful creator. Okay, you are a powerful creator, right? You came here to earth to create. That's what you came here for. You came here to earth to create. You ain't got no other job to do here but to create. So when you're wondering why you're going through the certain situations, obstacles, and stuff that you are going through, it is because I got to turn this off because it's look at the